welcome back to Not Done Talking. We're on week 3 here over at Not Done Talking, and we're still working on our audio. So appreciate all of our fans and followers, our day oneers, Christina and Dan, who are out there in this world. Christina, you got competition with our friend Dan. So we're still working. We're still working on our audio, but I think other than the construction outside my window, everything's going to be great this week. Maria, what's up, girl?
Nothing. I'm tired. I had my flight back from California yesterday, so and then
Did you,
they didn't have a plane. I guess the bathroom on the plane was broken, so they switched us and it was a whole ordeal.
when
But
did you
I'm
get back?
here. I got back yesterday like late. And so
Ugh.
I'm at my parents' right now. I'm gonna go home later today, but my dog was here, so I wanted to be
So
reunited with him.
tell us about your dog because I didn't
Um,
realize you had a husky.
Yeah, he's psychotic. Well, no, he's getting old though. He was psychotic. His name is Cisco. He
Hmm.
is like a 9-year-old adoptee from
Oh,
like LA, crazy
yes. Mean
background and
streets.
yeah, mean streets of LA. No, literally, he
Yeah.
came. I wasn't planning on telling the story, but he's like a meth lab bust.
Wait, what?
So he was in the desert outside of, like, I guess a couple hours outside of LA, and there was like a meth lab trailer situation, and the police came and busted it, and all these dogs were inside, and they were like in really bad shape. And so they took him away, and then the guy got out on bail who owned all the dogs, came searching for them, and they were like, the adoption agency that they were released to was like, we're not giving you back. You cannot have these dogs back.
Yeah.
And the guy started threatening them. So they distributed the dogs into like secret homes, like witness protection, basically. And then I found my dog after 9 months of witness protection.
Whoa.
I love him.
It's so wild. My family, my grandfather was like the biggest husky guy. He always had
Oh,
huskies. He
really?
tried to keep naming his huskies the same things over and over again, and we're like, you have to give them a new Italian name, Grandpa.
What did he name them?
So the first one was, oh my gosh, a Peppy.
That's
Peppy was
so
the
cute.
first one, and then the second one he was going to name Peppy too, but he named it Dino. So yeah, and he loved huskies. He also had another one that he gave to our family. That one was Sarge, but not the same. Anyhow, I just thought it was ironic because I always say, whenever you want to send me a sign, Grandpop, send me a husky.
Oh
And I
my
thought
God,
that was
that's
so
so
wild.
cute.
I know. And
Whoa.
I'm a sign person. I feel like you are
Same.
probably too. Yeah.
My dog who passed away, it's a ladybug. That's his sign. So like
What
when I
dog?
see a
What kind?
ladybug, I'm like, his name was Tico. That was
Tico. Why does it
yeah.
sound so Tico?
Because
Oh,
everyone names, he was like a husky mix, but everyone names huskies like Tico, Tiki. Those names are
I
super
guess
popular.
Dino was perfect. That it like kind of
Yeah.
goes in the same, yeah. And it is crazy because huskies do love the cold weather and like
Mhm.
my grandfather would keep that dog outside in like a little dog house sometimes because he couldn't get him inside.
Yeah, it's the
But I guess
same.
Cisco's not used to that because he's an LA dog and now he's a North Carolina dog. He's like, I love the good weather.
Yeah. Well, I know his first time seeing snow, I was like, he's gonna be obsessed, blah, blah, blah. He was just like, whatever. He didn't care.
Oh,
I was like,
oh,
oh, what a letdown.
bummer. Yeah, bummer. How was your weekend in LA with our friend Dan?
It was so good. Dan and I, it's so funny. I got there on Friday and he was like, I'm gonna have to work. Like, I need a couple hours to finish my work. And then we just talked nonstop. I was literally losing my voice by the end of the weekend. I was just talking so much. I forget how I can just say whatever in front of Dan and he won't judge me. Some of the shit I was saying, I was like, oh my God, I would never say
That's
this.
that's great. What a friend.
I
I
know.
have known Dan probably for a few years now, and I also would feel that way. Only
Yeah.
a few years in, just being like safe space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, he's not gonna tell anyone.
Ooh, now we want the juice. What did you guys do?
We went out to dinner with some friends Friday night in Santa Monica. I don't even, it
Nice.
was like called Courtyard Kitchen. It was really good. And then we went out for this like Italian wine bar after. Literally, it was like they were closing at 10:30 and we were like so tired. That this is the age I'm getting where I was like, "Oh, thank God they're closing. Thank God they're doing last call. Like I'm ready to go home."
I think I have a problem. I think I have a
What
problem.
time
I
do you
never
like
want to
what
go
time do you
home.
get? Are you I'm jealous. I just my sleep is
It also
my most
depends.
important thing. Okay,
Yeah, it
what yeah, well,
depends.
and
Like,
New York ends later, right?
oh, yeah, I've never been at a bar in New York when it actually was like last call close. Actually, that's not true. Like at restaurants, you do. Um, I saw Wicked. This is actually to that point. I saw Wicked on Broadway last week. It was obviously great. I saw it in Philly like 20 some years ago, but my friend got Broadway lottery tickets for $55. And we were the sixth row. I mean, the seats were so good. The show was so good. It was incredible.
That's awesome.
But we went to get like a drink and like a snack after at this little, it's called Gallagher's. It's like right in Times Square on Broadway. And the guy basically kicked us out of there at like 11:30. But it was a restaurant and we were sitting
Yeah.
at the bar. But I still was like, I think this is the closest I've ever gotten to being kicked out of a bar in New York City. I mean, 4 a.m. is like when I heard they closed, but I've never stayed out
Uh,
till 4 a.m. Like 2 weekends ago, I was out till 2:30, but it was kind of like I like to hang out. It's okay. On Friday
I love
nights, though,
it.
I'd say that's a different vibe. Friday nights, I'm like,
I
go to sleep.
know.
Yeah.
What'd you do this weekend?
So it was my mom's 80th birthday.
Oh, happy
So
birthday.
yes, she'll never listen to this. Um,
I know my parents don't listen either. I'm like, don't
no.
you want the tea? Don't you want to hear it? They're like, we watched the clips. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
no, my parents couldn't even tell you no. She's 80, you got to give her the benefit of the doubt, I guess. So I went down to my parents, they live in South Jersey, and we just like did the family thing. I got a bunch of wash done. I always bring my wash down. My dad
I
makes
would
jokes. I'm like,
too.
yeah, I washed my car. Like I washed my
Oh,
car outside.
I love. Wait, you have a car in NYC?
Yeah, so
Good
I
for you.
had it in Philly. I bought it in Philly maybe 2 years before I moved. So I still had a payment on it. And I was like, I'm not going to get rid of it. Let's
Yeah.
see how this works in New York. And then you get here and you're like, oh, you just have to move it. Like I have to move it every 2 days. When I lived in Brooklyn, it was a lot less, but now you just have to move it every few days and it's fine. And it's you just get used to it. It's like part of life and like to get to
Yeah.
Philly, to get to my parents, it makes it easy. It's a beater. It's a POS, but it gets us back and forth. So,
That's the way to go in a big
yeah.
city because you're gonna get dinged up and stuff like that, and you don't have to worry about it.
And let me tell you, when you're washing your car, you're like, oh, there's another ding. There's another ding. I have scratches on my hood. It's a beater, but it's fine. We have no car payment on it. Our insurance is like $65 a month. It's
Yeah.
fine. It is what it is. Shout out Ford Focus. Um, did you see what our girl, let's not call her our girl. Did you see what Wes and Amanda were up to this weekend?
That okay, so the Yankees game video is very cringe.
Cringe with a capital CR.
And you asked me if I saw the lip reader, and I saw it this morning. Of so this is what they think they're saying. He's like, I don't know how to act in public with you or something, and she's like,
Ew.
just pretend you like me or something like that. Did you see that?
I
I
saw
mean,
the
it could be
pretend
wrong.
like you. No, because this is the lip reading that I was asking you if you saw. Did you see where it said pretend like you like me?
Yeah.
Pretend like you like me. So I told you to follow Bravo and Cocktails. I don't know if you have. If you have not, you have to get the
Okay,
subscription.
I'm
Everybody that listens to
doing it
this,
right now.
whatever you do, get Bravo and Cocktails. There's a subscription where they put like all this great stuff behind their paywall until they like announced it a few days later. So they said, this was public information, that one of the Bravo and Cocktailers' husband was working the camera for the Yes Network. And he saw them, told his wife, like, oh, guess who's here? And she's like, keep that camera on them. So she told her and then was feeding back information to Bravo and Cocktails about like what was going on. What do we think?
I love that.
Yeah,
I think it's giving that they just have to keep up the appearance at this point. Because I didn't see it, it was looking like performative. Like they were just trying for the cameras. They felt awkward. They should just not go out so much. I don't know why they're going out so much.
I did not expect her to really double down on what she's doing. I did not. I expected her to, for this to happen, her to feel the shame and be like, you know what, this isn't worth it. This isn't worth me. West Wilson is not worth me losing money, brand deals, two of my closest friends in Paige and Cierra. Like, I thought she was going to be like, it's not worth it. Let me show some remorse. So I don't know which PR person is telling them that they should stick it out, but I think it's looking worse for her for sure. Because he's going to bounce back. He's a man.
It's looking worse for her. And I think you're right. Well, when she posted that Instagram story where she was like, hey, I'm going to be out and about now, blah, blah, blah. I thought she meant she's going to be out and about, like, with like doing her thing, not like
healing journey.
Yeah. I didn't realize she was going to be with Wes every time.
I don't think any of us saw that. But also, I'm kind of like, get off of his dick, girl, because it's embarrassing. Did you see Dave Portnoy's story, Be by the Sea, where he kept calling her Amanda Batuglia?
He gets every name wrong. And he calls Dumoximo or whatever.
It's so good.
It's like kind of a shtick, I think. Or he might just genuinely think it's Amanda. I don't know if it's a shtick or not.
I'll never call her anything other than Amanda Batuglia. Amanda Batuglia, Amanda Batuglia. He's like, and I don't know what that Amanda Batuglia is doing. I just am like really embarrassed for her because you just look like the fact that you have no remorse.
Yeah. Well, there's speculation. So people are saying that they think she's just doing this until the reunion. And then when the reunion's over, she'll like figure shit out and go back to her life. But she's trying to hold it down until the reunion so she doesn't look like a fucking idiot, showing that they're like already not together. I don't know if that's true.
But what's your thoughts on that? Because I think it makes her look like a bigger idiot that she's going to.
Really, yeah. She looks really dumb. If it were me, I'm pretty sure I would hide. So I maybe even go to like therapy or something and just tell people
wild,
like, hey, I'm
wild, crazy thought. Go to therapy. West, maybe you should go see your mother who's a therapist, like, or no, what's his mom, a gynecologist? She's something.
Did you see Kyle in Meghan King Edmunds?
Oh, did I see that? Oh,
I love
my
it.
God. Really? Okay, so Meghan King Edmunds though is a kooky little lady. Like she doesn't have custody of her 3 children.
She doesn't? Okay, so I watched her on The Real Housewives of OC. She's the one who broke open the whole story about Vicky Gunvalson's boyfriend. What was his name? He was faking cancer. She's the one who did like the boots on the ground journalism.
Wait,
what was his name?
Oh my gosh.
He was like a Southern.
Yes. I didn't realize that was Meghan King Edmunds. I always call her Meghan King Edmunds.
MKE.
Yeah. You love a 3.
I love a 3.
It's something with a B. Brooks.
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't realize Meghan King Edmunds because I didn't know she had it in her. So after all that happened, she had kids with the baseball guy. And then she lost custody of them because of like.
I did not know that.
Kooky. I want to say maybe there was some mental health stuff or maybe some alleged addiction stuff going on.
Okay. I had no idea. What's she doing in New York? Is she in New York now?
No. So there was a Page 6 party. The Page Six party was at Temple Bar, and so there were so many Bravo Lebs. I'm sure she just got like the
Okay.
invite, and then that video of them hanging out, and he has his hands.
With his
Why does he look like he's everyone? The first thing everybody Googled was how tall is Kyle Cooke?
I know. How tall? Did you see how tall? I don't know.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't look.
He's 5'11". I think
Okay.
she's 5'10", but had heels on.
Okay.
But
The way his hands were around her shoulders like that, it was sweet. Like, honestly, I'm a fan. Until proven otherwise, I'm down with it.
so you're shipping them.
For now.
Okay,
Until
I feel
I
like
didn't know any of the backstory on her. I haven't seen her since the OC Housewives.
I also don't. I think they were there for a good time, not for a long time. And then did you
Probably.
see that Kyle commented on this video of Amanda and West with the lip reading of Act Like You Like Me?
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
Kyle commented, ew, I didn't see that until I saw that, and ew. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Because I think we're also not talking that West and Kyle were friends. Kyle went to West's family's ranch or whatever it's called.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like, look, does justice need to be happen for Kyle Cooke? Absolutely not. God knows how many times that man cheated on her, but it's really hard. Ugh, yeah, I'm West is gonna go get away with this like scot free. He's already
Yeah.
pitching another show about Summer House in the Ozarks that he's gonna be like connecting everybody to.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I don't. How are you finding out all this stuff? How did I miss
I
this?
am telling you,
Bravo and cocktails? Wow,
You get
okay.
all the scoop. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's also where I read that West's PR team is telling West, hold on to Amanda to like until you can. And Amanda's
Yeah.
PR team is saying, don't do this. Like hide, stay away, et cetera, et cetera. Because it's not a
Yeah.
good, it's just, she looks really pathetic.
Yeah, I wonder where her career is going to go from here. I mean, she has in the city. I would love to know how much they make from these shows.
And it's like, it's so true. She was about to blow up. She was about to
Yeah.
have
And
an,
Ariana
she could have
Maddox.
had like
Yeah.
a version of that where like this was
Yeah.
going to be the first time that her life didn't depend on a man and she wasn't, her storyline wasn't a man. And
Yeah.
all you did was make your life about a man again.
I know. That's been happening. There's this TikToker. I don't know if you follow MJ Gray. Do you know who that
don't.
is?
No.
She's this big TikToker who's like very, if you know what misandry is, it's like the opposite of misogynism. It's like women thinking that we don't need men in our society. And she's blown up on TikTok. I actually kind of like some of her content talking
Yeah.
about how like a woman should never depend on a man, like especially for money. You should never marry a man for money, blah, blah, blah.
I
And now you disagree. I actually am all for, I'm like,
kidding.
you should always have your own source of
Sure.
income and bank account. But she is getting so much hate online because she just got engaged and she's been like posting all
Oh.
these pictures. She got engaged to a very, very rich man. This ring is insane. And she's posting all these like Chanel and like her clothing couture. They're like in Paris and blah blah blah. And now like it's
So
like
that-
another brand flake situation where everyone's like, you're a hypocrite, blah 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 blah, and going against her. But
So
I'm just
that's-
thinking the man thing, like it's switch up.
Well, that's so weird because she came up on my page and I'm like, what is this about? And she's like, I know it said like she did a little story time about why it's different or something or but I didn't understand what was going on.
I think it's okay. Like you fell in love with the man. That's fine.
And also, if you're out there in circles where there is, like, if she makes her own money, like, did she make her own money?
I think from influencing.
Right. And so then you're going to be put in different circles of opportunity.
Yeah.
Proximity principle. This actually leads me to, oddly enough, do you know who Danielle Walters is?
Yes. Okay. She keeps popping up. She's like the person who shares everything.
She
Like
shares.
with her engagement.
Yes,
Go
but
ahead.
what happened was for the longest time, I don't know why I followed her. I think I just liked her content and I liked watching her get ready with me. But it was all about her single life. And she lived in LA and was dating, and she would do all of her get ready with me on a date, and she'd like call them
Hmm.
like, "Oh, it's the pilot. Oh, it's the blah 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 guy. It's this, it's that. Watch me get ready for my second date. Watch me get ready for my third date." And her mission, she was very clear, and she is religious, so she wanted somebody that she dated that was faith-based, etc., whatever. You do you, boo. And she made her entire TikTok about dating, and it was
Hmm.
very clear that she was dating to find a husband.
Hmm.
So she meets a guy, she starts telling people about the guy. She goes on
This
like
is when
three.
I came on. This
Okay.
is when I started. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so she goes on like 3 or 4 dates with the guy, and she's like, "This is my guy." Like, I 100% know. She's in her 30s. Like, she's not 21 saying that, like, "I found my husband." She's in her 30s. She's established. She has her own career. She has her own apartment. She lives in her own city, like, whatever. So she finds the guy, which was the purpose of her account. And immediately, when she's like, "Oh my gosh, blah, 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 just asked me to be his girlfriend," and all the hate started coming. Everyone was talking shit. Everyone's like, "You're a sellout. We don't need to see all your business." Blah, blah, blah,
Oh.
blah. Talking so much shit to her. And then a few months later, so she took a few months offline. Fair. It was crazy. And then a few months later, she came back on. And they had been together probably for like 6 months, had talked about a ring, had talked about, like, they knew that they wanted to be together, and everybody had comments about it. She ended up getting engaged. She just got engaged to him. She shared the whole story. Now everybody doesn't like, there's so much hate on how she's living her
Mm.
life.
Everyone's been turning. You can't, I guess, okay, if you are famous enough that people turn on you, then you should consider yourself very successful in your career at this
Fair,
stage.
fair, fair.
But
It's
she,
just,
okay, when I saw her, people were commenting like, you definitely planned the whole engagement. Like, it was
but
you who
they
planned
talked
this.
about it. She said they talked about, I think it's,
Uh,
I think like my personality too was never like my wedding or my engagement, or like I never was like, "I want to be married. Like, that's my dream as a woman." So there was a very much transactional part of me and my husband. And, we talked about this. Like, there's this transactional part when you're doing immigration and visas, that it just is what it is.
it's
Like,
not romantic.
it's
Like all the romanticism is out the window. Because you're like
100%.
filling out paperwork and you're like you're sending them your text messages and like
Your
getting
sex,
affidavits.
right?
Yeah, it's just
It's
so there
like,
it's so invasive. It's not romantic at all.
it's like, tell us your weight. I don't know, for you,
Yeah.
they told me,
No, I had to give them my weight.
oh yeah, yeah, your weight,
I
your
had to
height, your
tell them
sex.
I had to give them like all my past, like even parking tickets that I
Oh
had.
yeah, anything that was still active. I was working at a restaurant, and they're like, "You need a job that makes at minimum on paper, I think it was like 50
Hmm.
grand to support this person."
Hmm.
So like, you have to, it's not sexy. It's not
It's
romantic.
not.
And
No.
so like, if she planned her engagement, and they like, the only thing that I didn't know was what my ring looked like. I assumed the day that we were getting engaged. Well, technically part of the K1 visa is, once you apply for it, you're kind of quote unquote,
Engaged.
yeah, like, you're
According to
kind
the
of
law or
engaged,
whatever.
right?
Yeah.
According to the law, like, as soon as that paperwork says like that's your fiance, and that paperwork had already happened, right? And then you're like, "Okay, I know we're going to get married on July 30th, but I'm going to see you for 1 week in April. Can you get down on your knee and ask me to marry you?" And he was like, "Sure." It's just like, and I
I
knew
know.
it was going to be like a matter of like 7 days of when it would happen. But it's just, my point is, like, who cares if she planned it? Who cares if she
Yeah.
picked out her ring? Is this the guy she wants to spend the rest of her life with? Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not here for all the hate lately. I feel like sometimes I jump in the bandwagon and then I'm like,
Same.
"Oh, wait, maybe think for yourself for a second." And I have to pull back. Even like so
Yeah.
I pulled back a little on the Alex Cooper hate because I realize I still am against. Honestly, I think they're both wrong, her and Alex Earl. But
Yeah.
I'm pulling back a little bit from how I felt initially because I'm seeing all the hate online and I'm like, okay, this is getting out of control.
Do you know what's interesting? Again, I love how I get these clips and I'm like, I don't fuck with them, but then I always get
The
their clip.
toast. Are you
Yeah.
talking about Claudia
Yeah.
Oshry?
Also, I forgot to tell you this that I see Boy with No Job all the time. They must
In
live around
person?
me. Yeah,
They
yeah, they
must
must.
live by you.
I saw him and the baby last week, just like walking. I was going to the gym and they were walking down. I'm like, oh, but I see
That's
him.
so
I see
cool.
him regularly. I've never seen her,
Uh-huh.
but I saw her say like, "Where's the daddy gang?" Because I don't see any
This
of
was,
that online.
yeah. No, you should explain this because it's actually a really good take.
Yeah, so basically everybody's hearing from Alex Earl's like everything on my TikTok algorithm is sticking up for Alex Earl, is sticking up for Alex Earl, and Daddy Gang is Alex Cooper's followers. And I don't see them anywhere in the comments. Like if somebody was talking shit about Taylor Swift or Beyonce, you best believe those comments would be blowing up. And I don't see them anywhere.
And it's because, and I agree with this, because she doesn't share her personal life anymore. And I
Okay.
feel like I can say that as somebody who used to follow along, call her daddy when she was with Sophia and after she was with Sophia, she would share everything. Like she would have her best friend come on the podcast.
Oh yeah.
They would like take the podcast with them places. They would be recording like out on the town. You would hear everything. And then she just completely switched it up to interviews only. And so nobody really knows her anymore.
And it's all, well, you figure like that's because she got her money and now she doesn't have to share that part of her life
Yeah.
as much. But if that's how she got people to kind of follow along with her. And now she's turning it around. I mean, it's like she doesn't need that to be her story anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
But you
oh,
don't
like
tune in for her anymore. At least I tune in when I hear a really good interviewee. I'm like, ooh, I need to check in. What's up with
that's when
them?
I didn't listen to her originally. And I only tuned in when she had like Kamala Harris and like she'll get good guests and
Yeah.
I don't love her interview style. I don't think she hits hard. I don't think the
Yeah.
questions are that great. I mean, look, she's making hundreds of millions of dollars, so she must have done something right. But I just yeah, Harry Jowsey posted a TikTok of him being like, "Guys, my friends are in a fight. I don't know what to do."
So I was over last week in Irvine and I was watching on my laptop because my grandma doesn't have American
Netflix or-
television. Yeah. So it's all like Turkish soap operas. But so I was just catching up on Hulu on Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Do you watch?
Of
Do you,
course, girl. Are
okay,
you crazy? It's like
I'm
crack.
behind. I know.
Okay.
So I'm on
It's
season 4, the episode where Harry Jowsey comes to their house in LA. It is the most awkward thing ever. Do you remember that episode? Did you watch it?
yes, it just happened like a month ago. It was
Okay.
crazy, but he's perfect to put in that position, but it's crazy.
I love him. I think he's
I
so funny.
I would see him on every TV show possible. He's so funny.
I
He'll
know.
say whatever the frick what he needs to say. Also, they put cameras down for season 5 and apparently it's over. Like it's going to be done so because nobody could get along on the cast and everything with Taylor Frankie Paul.
Yeah, okay. I've seen mixed things because I heard it was canceled outright. Like they just did it. But then later I'm seeing, oh, the cast is pushing for the show to continue filming. So I don't know. I don't know what
Huh.
you're seeing.
I saw that like they shut down, yeah, I guess after the Taylor Frankie Paul stuff, but
That sucks.
it's such a good
It's
show.
such a good show. I
It's
saw Jesse was on,
what
what's
a
his name?
weirdo.
What's his
Mar-
name?
Marciano.
Marciano.
Yep. They're like
She was like
dating.
I know. She was at a concert like on his shoulders looking at
Girl,
the yeah.
you made your whole storyline about this man.
I don't mind it.
Me neither, because I think her husband sucked. All of those husbands sucked. They
But
all
Jordan was
sucked.
the worst. Jordan was the
Ugh.
worst.
He was such a little dweeb. Like such, I
Yeah,
mean, for lack of a better word, dweeb. And he
it
thought
was
he was,
bad.
yeah, I didn't even care that she cheated on him. There, I said it. I
No,
didn't care.
nobody did. Nobody
No,
did.
no. Um, what are we supposed to be talking about?
Okay, let's look. I think
Let's look at our.
shows. Let's look at our notes.
Oh, wait. Okay, so we were just talking about European men. Should we take it back or should we hold that for another week?
Yeah, let's talk
I'm
about it.
dying. Okay, so this made me think of this. So we were just talking about dating European men and do I call Marco your fiance or your
I call him
boyfriend?
my boyfriend because he hasn't
Okay.
fucking proposed. And we
Okay.
can get into that because it's a
Okay.
whole thing.
Tell me. I want to
But
hear about that. I want to hear about that and because then I want to hear. Go ahead.
okay,
So you
so
guys applied. Okay, so for anybody that doesn't know,
yeah.
Maria is in the process of doing the K1 K1
Yeah. Yeah, I think
K1
that's what it's
visa.
called.
So a K1 visa is like the show 90 Day Fiance, where you apply to get a visa for your fiance, and then after the visa is approved by USCIS, US Immigration, Marco would come to the US, and within 90 days of Marco coming here, Maria and Marco would need to be married. This is the same visa that me and my husband did 10 years ago. But while you apply to the process, once the process is approved, you're kind of fiancés because
Yeah.
you know you're getting married.
So like technically he is my fiance, but I don't call him that because I want a proper proposal.
Fair.
And that's the thing about I was talking about this weekend with my friends in LA. I was like, I want him to get down on one knee and do like a proper ring. And he's like, he'll do it, but he doesn't get it.
Oh
I
no,
wonder, I
Meek
don't know if
didn't.
it's a European thing. Like he doesn't understand why it's so important. He's like, yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. And I'm like, then fucking do it. We picked out a ring in August. It's April 20th. Oh, it's 420.
Oh yeah. Yay. This is so funny that you're saying this because I swear to Christ I had the exact same conversation. He's like, "What if we don't do it? We just get married. Like what if we don't get engaged?
Uh-huh.
We just do the we just go to the courthouse, sign the papers, and then we'll do all of this later on." And I'm like,
Same.
so much of this, we were just talking about this, is not romantic and it takes away all of the like, will you get married? Or not will you
Yeah.
get married? Will you guys like, when will you get engaged? Well, it takes away all of that fun stuff. That this was the one thing I said, it's the only thing that I want before.
Same. So I went over to Italy in November around
Oh,
Thanksgiving. And so we're like at a castle. It's an empty castle. Perfect timing. Nothing. Like the whole trip, I was like, what a disappointment. He knows this. I'm saying, like, even if he
yeah.
heard this, I wouldn't care.
Yeah,
Everyone
no.
knows. Everyone in my life knows this because I
When did you guys do the paperwork?
in August, and then I was looking back. It got not accepted, like it got received September 17th. I just
Okay.
looked into that. So
Yeah.
like it takes a while. Once you send in the application, they have to like admit it into their system.
Yeah.
So September
I'm just
17th is like our start date.
I'm just giggling because I'm thinking of that was exactly what happened. There was a Valentine's Day in between, there was my birthday, and he waited until the last possible trip to do it.
Uh,
The other thing is like I don't know about in Italy, but in Belgium, the rings are I'm gonna sound like such a see you next Tuesday, but they are you you barely see a diamond
there,
in those rings. You're
so
like, is that a diamond? Is that a diamond in there?
this
Because
must be an American thing. It
and
must
I
be.
said, like, I want you to spend a certain amount of money. He did not spend that amount of money. He's like, I
Uh,
couldn't find a ring that expensive in all of Belgium. So I have this like, okay, my ring's beautiful. I'm not gonna
yeah,
shit
let
on it.
me see it.
It's gorgeous. for a Belgian, this is like a 5-carat diamond. For an American, it's a star. I had one of my friends, my Italian friends from South Philly, go, "Oh, that's a nice starter ring." So this is my ring. It's beautiful.
Great.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful. It's great. It's unique. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, it
But
is unique.
most of the Belgian rings are like just the diamond in the center. Just that little baby. Just that little baby in this, and you're like, oh my God, I love your ring. And I look like some bougie American when I bring my big old ring to Belgium. And in New York City, if you put that thing next to half the girls that I hang out with, their rings are the size of my eyeballs.
I know.
It's insane.
Same.
It's insane.
I know.
But it's about love. So who cares?
That's his thought. He's like, we are like, you are my fiance. I'm like, you're my boyfriend until further notice.
Great. When are you guys seeing each other again?
He's gonna be here next week. So wait, next time we podcast, he will have been here for 2 days.
Could you be engaged?
No. I told him, I was like, let's hold off because it's not romantic anymore. I think I've ruined the romance of it all because I
just got
pushed for it.
You have to let it go. You have to. You have to
it's in
let
God's
it go.
hands.
No, because it's like there's so much of this that's like out of your control with the paperwork and all the BS that you take so much of so much of the fun is taken out of it. So I would say don't give further direction.
That's what I'm doing. I'm just holding off. And now, honestly, it's like we don't even know what's going on with the paperwork. So let's just chill where we are at right now.
That's great though that you're going to be here. Yeah, sorry.
No, tell me about your experience dating a European man.
Oh, right. This is the whole point. This is okay. Yeah. Other than the lack of diamonds. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so this is what I want to talk about because there's always weird cultural things. And the weirdest cultural thing to me, and I'm sure that you can relate to this, or Marco could relate to this, or you can relate to this when you travel there, is their cooling systems. Meaning, these men, I do not understand. He doesn't understand air conditioning yet. It's been fucking 10 years. It's been fucking 10 years. And he does not understand that if it's 80 degrees out, I have to regulate the windows, the air conditioning. I came home last week, the night of Wicked. He was in bed. It was the first few days in New York that it was nice out. It was 80 degrees outside. Every window, including the ones in my bedroom, were closed. No air conditioning was on, no fan was on. And I got into bed and he was just sweating. And I'm like, he's like, I'm fine. This is fine. I'm fine. Yeah. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
And God forbid.
He's comfortable in whatever. I think that it's the same in Italy. It's no air conditioning gets used really.
Yeah, never.
It's brutal.
I don't even love air conditioning, to be honest. I am a window and fan gal all day long. But open a window at least. He was just sitting there sweating. I'm like, this is crazy. We booked a family vacation in Portugal for June with his entire family. And I was looking. So cool. Yeah, sure. And I was looking at the air. We'll talk about that on another pod. I was looking at the Airbnb, and in the listing it said no air conditioning. I was like, hey guys, not to be the fat American, but there's no AC. I'm like, what are we gonna do? We're just gonna.
You'll get used to it. I mean, I assume there's gonna be wind. You're maybe near the beach. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know much about Portugal. Yeah. I was in LA visiting Dan, and I forgot. And it's been 2 years since I left. I forgot there's no air conditioning in LA. Right. I totally forgot. In apartments usually. Especially if you're in West LA, he lives in Culver City. And I was like, oh yeah, this isn't a thing here. And he had the windows open and at night it gets cooler. But during the day, I'm like, damn, I forgot about
why is there no air conditioning in LA?
It's if you have a newer place, yes, you'll have it. But at most places in LA, they're older buildings. They might have a window unit if you're on the east side and it's warmer. But on the west side, you're closer to the beach. It's windy. But when there's a heat front, you're feeling it. It's funny. Part of the culture. Do you remember on Vanderpump Rules, Stassi? Her whole thing was about central AC.
Yes, in her apartment.
Yeah,
That's why. That's so
that's why.
weird because when I went to SF, it was like the 1 week a year where this was years ago. I went to see my friend Jenna, and it was the 1 week a year where it was Labor Day weekend, and it was 95 degrees, and it was hot. We were in the Mission,
Hmm.
and it was like, and we went into a restaurant, and the restaurant didn't have air conditioning, and I like could not comprehend. I'm like,
Yeah,
wait, what do you mean the restaurant doesn't have air conditioning? And we
yeah,
sat there just sweating, drinking water, eating tacos. I'm like, this is brutal. But then at night it
yeah.
was fine.
At night, it's fine, which is the most important thing because when you're sleeping, you want to be cool.
Yeah, for sure. How did we get
Anyways,
here?
my weird thing about dating a
Yes,
European man,
please.
he was going to like drive my car. He had a car at the time, but like he was borrowing mine for some reason and he was wearing sandals and he was like, "Should I put on sneakers?"
Stop.
And I
Stop.
was like, "Should you put on sneakers?" And he
Stop.
was like, "Yeah, it's illegal to drive with sandals." And I was like, "No, it's not."
I can't believe you just said that.
Why did you have the same
I
experience?
cannot believe you just said that. Meek will never, ever drive in flip flops or sandals. He will put his feet, he'll be like,
I
I got to get my
know.
sneakers on. I'm like, or what? Or what? He's like, you can't drive in flip flop. You can't drop it. I'm like, what do you mean you can't? What do you mean you can't?
It's the same. He'll switch out his and I'll go like shoeless. Like I don't give a fuck what I'm
Or
driving.
like heels, like the things that I've driven in. That is so wild. Okay, other question about, does he always forget to put the car in park?
No.
Oh,
Why
okay.
would that is that a thing in Belgium?
Only because no. Only because he drives stick. So like once the
Okay.
car's off, the brakes on, like you're fine. So I wasn't
I
sure.
see. Stick is a thing there. No, this is bad. He got an automatic car in Italy thinking because I was gonna come and then I stayed because my job. I was like, sorry, I'm staying. So I was like, sorry that you bought like the only automatic car in all of Italy and spent like way too much for it.
Oh
Because it's
shit.
not really a thing there. Like they all drive stick there.
Yeah, my
I don't know
father-in-law
how.
just got an automatic, and actually my sister-in-law did too. And when she got the automatic, her dad, my father-in-law, made her drive around the neighborhood just to make sure she knew how to drive it. I'm like, guys, this is easier, I promise you.
It's so much easier.
Yeah. Anywho, I could go down this rabbit hole about there's so many. I can't
Mhm.
believe you said that. I cannot wait to tell Meek that one. It's like this. Yeah. Um, what did you think? Okay, so Hot Girl Sierra came out with the magazine.
Oh my God,
Wait,
I
what is
loved
it?
it.
Glamour?
It was
Glamour.
Glamour magazine.
She
And
crushed.
she crushed and she had a note. Let me look at what she said. She had a really good comment on the situation with Amanda and Wes.
Well, she did say that her conversation with Amanda has been minimal.
Yeah.
Minimal. What was the comment?
Okay. I fought with your own
Oh,
husband to advocate for you. I have championed you. I have tried to be there in different ways for you and help you and get you to see the value in yourself. And so to be disregarded in such a disrespectful way is dot dot dot. Honestly, it's dot 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 dot. I'm at a loss for words sometimes. I don't know. I just like that. I thought it was a
yeah.
good way to sum it up. Like I fought so hard for you and look at what you just did.
And like speaking of last week's episode, sorry, I live between four hospitals if you hear that siren, just some New York
Mm.
noise. Last week's episode, she was
Oh my God, we haven't even talked about that. I
no.
forgot.
Last week's
The
episode was
situation,
so cringe.
oh God, where she was like, well, let's just
So
explain it really
yeah,
quick.
yeah, yeah. So on last week's Summer House, Amanda, what was she upset about? Something Kyle did?
Okay,
I can't
so
even
well,
like
oh no, I thought you meant that West was like flirting with that girl right in front of
okay.
Cierra and like
Okay.
kissing her while Cierra was sitting like right beside them.
Well, before all of this started, Amanda, the day starts off, and FYI, there have been other sources saying that Amanda and West have been doing what they've been doing since June.
I totally believe it.
Yeah, because then it makes it look like that bathroom situation a lot differently. It makes you look at that a lot
Mm-hmm.
differently and how he covered his
Mm-hmm.
mic and all that. So the morning they're getting ready for the party, Amanda was upset with Kyle for some reason, whatever it was. And Amanda is getting upset because of what was I can't remember why she was upset. You can't
Oh,
either.
you
Okay,
know
good.
what it was? It was the thing about Sabrina. So
Oh,
she
yeah,
had
yeah, yeah,
made that
yeah, yeah,
comment to
yeah, yeah,
Sabrina.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. She made
And
that comment to Sabrina where she was like, "Oh, Ben loves me" or whatever.
yeah,
And
and
then she was feeling embarrassed.
she felt embarrassed. She's like, I can't stop thinking that everyone hates me, blah, blah, blah. And Cierra like gets down on the floor with her, comforts her, starts crying and says, I wish you could see your worth. And like
Hmm.
there were so many cringy moments of that last week's episode, but that to me was like number one. This woman is comforting you, holding you up, like
The whole
making
episode.
the whole
Mia
episode.
too. Mia too. Mia's like
Mia,
hugging her. They're being such good friends to her the whole episode.
so Andy said that the producers have gone back in to edit the episode with what they know now, to edit these last few
I
episodes.
totally
So
believe that.
yeah. So then the rest of the episode, West is being a dick. A
Yeah.
dick. You know, Meek was like, I don't like they're broken up, who cares?
I think it's the
Sierra and West.
vicinity.
Yeah.
It's the vicinity. He can make out with a girl, but really she was sitting right there. And at first I was on his side because he's just sitting. Okay. Sierra's sitting near him. That girl comes to sit on his lap. And I'm like, you know what? What's he supposed to say? Get off my lap? Like
Right.
that's, you know, it would be really rude. But then is when he starts making out with her. I was like, okay, come on, bro. And
I
then later on, he's like, I didn't see her, which is weird because in the
You
moment he
said you saw
whispered and he
her.
was like, yeah, total
Stop,
cover up.
West. Stop. This is what I think happened. I think West came back this season. Jesse showed interest, and West had claimed that prize. Jesse showed interest. And I believe that Jesse showed genuine interest. I really think that Jesse wanted to date Cierra and had feelings for Cierra. And Wes put the kibosh on it. And then he's like,
Yeah.
well, you can't have what I want. And then he started going after Cierra. But if we throw the Amanda into all of this and how because the way that Amanda, sorry, I'm thinking about this in real time. The way that Amanda
Hmm.
came in with such hate towards Kyle this season, it's like something had clicked and gave her that confidence. And we all know what that means. Like, was
Like,
she
you think she
fucking
was
West?
seeing Wes? I think they were broken up. And I think, like,
Mm.
remember the scene where Kyle's like, do you want to take a shower together? And she's like,
Oh, yeah.
no. Like, I
Yeah.
literally, they were like done.
But
It was all for the show. Any
I don't know if
relationship
I
that they
believe
had.
that. I don't know. Like, I still think Kyle thought through the summer that things were going to work out.
Well, they had I guess, the couples therapist or whatever, but they were
Yeah, whatever.
driving
That's stage.
separately every single episode. They're in a different car with different people. I'm like, why aren't you driving together if you live together?
I just can't believe if this was going on. And, like the games that they were playing with Kyle and Sierra and using them both
Mm-hmm.
as pawns.
Mm-hmm.
If this has been going on since June, we need to like roll the footage. Andy, you
It's
better get to the
diabolical.
seriously, Amanda. Like West, I just think men are capable of such terrible things that yeah, and what about somebody pulled this up on Instagram and said the only time we ever saw Amanda act like this was with Luke and Hannah. And when Hannah was going through shit with Luke, and they're like, oh my God, was something going on with Amanda and Luke? And I'm like, interesting.
I need to go back. Those are the seasons I didn't watch, but Luke is running
Girl.
for Congress now. Did you
Oh,
see
Meek
that?
told me that. I
He
don't
had
think
like
we need
a whole
that.
hockey video. I don't know anything about him to know if he's good for
Oh,
Congress.
I don't know if he's good for Congress. I saw him in a bar in the fall, him and
Uh-huh.
Carl. Holy
I'm so jealous. I would
shit.
love to see Carl.
Yeah,
What, was he wasted?
no, he was so fucking hot in real life.
Oh, I
Like,
believe it.
I was just like, oh my God. Oh my God. Carl too, like not surprising, but
Uh-huh.
Luke was like,
Yeah.
he had like a tank top on and his arm. Meek was with me at the bar and I was like, Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Like, and he's so stupid. stupid, but he's just so hot. And he's like 6'5", and he's just
Oh, he is.
massive.
Wow.
Yeah. Hot piece of ass, if you
Where
ask
is
me.
he running for Congress? Like, where does he
I
even
think
live?
where he's from, Wisconsin, Minnesota.
Okay.
One of those places, I think.
Okay. I saw a video. He was like playing hockey, talking about like his childhood, and he was like,
so
"Yeah, I was on
embarrassing.
reality TV." Can we go back to the
Please.
Amanda? I want
Yes.
to talk about the scene where
Yes, please.
West is on like the lounge chair with that girl, and then Amanda walks over, and West is like playing with her hair. And then whatever she says about like, my husband is he's DJing at blah, blah, blah. And the girl was like,
She's like, we're not going there.
I think we're going to Surf Lodge or whatever she said. That is like an epic comment. I think we're going to Surf Lodge.
Yeah,
And then Amanda walks away and she goes, "Watch my butt when I walk away." That's where I was like, oh, you're not being like, at first I was like, oh, she's being a girl's girl for Cierra, like trying to like, call Wes out for like doing this right in front of Cierra. And then saying, "Watch my butt when I walk away." I was like, even if you never hooked up with Wes, it's still, you don't say that to your friend's ex.
I just, like, maybe she was trying to be funny, but does she know that she's not funny? Like, that's not one of her personality traits. Like, Amanda is not fun. She's not funny. I went back on I started rewatching the season with Hannah, and I was like, I never liked Amanda. I started liking her the last 2 seasons when I felt bad for her for Kyle. And now all of this happened. Like, Amanda to me was always like a pick-me girl, even to her friends. Like, she was always like the one that's like, I want to be included. And when she didn't feel included with Hannah and Paige, I felt like she bullied Hannah almost out of the house. And that's the season I'm on, the COVID season, where she just was
I'll go back.
She was such a bully. And it's such a shame because Hannah got such a crap edit for that.
But, oh my God. Sorry. No, keep talking. I wanted to say something about Hannah.
You tell me.
She was on Sports Illustrated. Did you see that?
Yeah, and she looked hot as hell.
Oh my God. I didn't know she had that body on her. I was like,
tennis,
damn.
baby. I know.
Oh my God.
Those abs.
She said she was working out all summer leading up to it.
Oh, great. Yeah, I mean, imagine that you're like, yeah. I actually think I'm going to see them tonight. Tonight is the...
Oh my God, yeah, tonight's the premiere for The Devil Wears Prada 2.
I'm kind of freaking out, and I'll tell you why I'm freaking out, because you don't know this about me, but Lady Gaga is like my everything. She'd be like my Beyonce, my Taylor Swift, but like, you know. And Lady Gaga did a song for the movie, and I heard that she made a cameo in the movie that they shot in Milan.
I hope you get to see her.
I hope
you get to talk to her.
Oh God. They said, like, we got strict instructions. We're not allowed to fangirl. We're not allowed to take pictures. Okay. We have to keep it all in our pants. And I just don't know. To keep it all in our pants. I don't know how I would keep it in my pants with Lady Gaga. And would I call her Lady Gaga? Like, what would I refer to her as?
What's her real name?
Oh my God, Maria. Stephanie. Her name is Stephanie Germanata.
I know that. I did know that.
Oh, hell yeah. I feel like we got through nothing today, and we're already at Doom Scroll Deep. I think we might have gotten through some of our Doom Scroll debriefs. What else are we missing?
Okay, wait. I just have one that I want to share.
Okay.
Did you watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Lisa Rinna seasons?
Yeah, epic.
Okay, so she talks about her mom Lois.
Right.
And I was just like listening to more about her situation. So her mom was attacked by somebody who later became a serial killer. And she briefly mentions it on the show. And then I heard her talking about it on Heather McDonald's Juicy Scoop.
Yep.
And then somehow it got into my TikTok algorithm. And I saw the story. It is insane that she survived. Have you seen what happened to her?
I've heard her talk about it on podcasts, but tell me.
Okay, so her mom, she lived in San Francisco. She had like 3 roommates or whatever, and she used to work with this guy, David. What's his name? He later became a serial killer. David Carpenter.
Okay.
She worked with him. He had a really bad stutter, and it sounds like he was kind of like a like a
Incel.
little bit like yeah he was married with kids, but she felt
Oh,
bad for him because everyone would kind of like not talk to him at the office and he had a stutter, and so she felt bad for him, so she like became his friend, and
yeah.
then she would like go hang out with him and his wife and meet their kids and stuff like that, and then she left that job, got a new job. One day she's like at a bus stop waiting to go to her new job, and he pulls up and he's like, "Oh, let me drive you." And she's like, "Oh my God, I haven't seen you in so long." And he's like, "On the way, let me show you. We just had our new baby. You have to meet our new baby. My wife is going to be so upset if you don't come say hi." And she was like, "Okay, for 1 second, we can run inside and then I have to go to work." And then he starts driving in the opposite direction and he takes her to this like old military base, and she tries to get out of the car because she's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he loses his stutter too when he's
Oh,
talking to
that's the
her.
part that I remember. Oh, I just got
Yeah,
the
and I
chills.
apparently it's like a thing where when you're really calm, if you have a stutter, like when you're at your most calm, you lose your stutter. And so he's like talking to her. He's like, "Oh, I just got misdirected. I'm going to turn around. I'm going to turn around." And she gets freaked out. She gets out of the car. He gets her back into the car, slashes her. Like she covers basically him from stabbing her. He slashes two of her fingers till her ligaments are literally like falling off, and she fights so hard. Like she gets out again, she's screaming. At one point she was able to honk the horn, and this alerts there's like a military police who's supposed to be like guarding the post, and he starts to like hear all of this. And the guy David Carpenter like gets a hammer and is bashing her over the head with a hammer, and she's still fighting and she's screaming, and finally because she was like making so much noise, the police officer finds her. And then
But he's
David
had,
Carpenter, he
yeah, go ahead.
doesn't stop. He keeps going in front of the police officer. And then he like starts shooting at the military officer with like a pellet gun. And the military officer shoots him with like a real gun. And then finally he's like detained. And then they try to put them in the same car to like take them to the hospital. And she's like, "Get me the fuck out of this car." And
What?
sorry, I'll stop talking soon. This is just such a crazy story. So she ends up going to the hospital for 3 months. She's like in a coma, like she has her skull removed. She still doesn't, she never regained like her sense of taste and smell after this. And then he goes to jail. He's supposed to go to jail for 18 years. He gets out in 7 years. And
And
then he just goes on to become a mass murderer.
and they
And she just survived it. Like she's such a badass.
that's I did not remember. I thought she was attacked. I didn't realize it was to that degree.
It would she should have died for, but she fought so hard. It's such inspiration though. If I'm ever attacked, I need to just like fight to the
Don't say that. Don't
death.
even put that out there.
I
Knock on
know.
something. Jesus
I know.
God.
I've just been watching too much like dark movies and shit.
Seriously, how am I going to segue into my doom scroll
Okay,
debrief
wait. What's
now?
your is yours lighter? Tell me yours is lighter.
I mean, mine was going to be about Billie Eilish and One Less Lonely Girl from Cooke
Oh,
this
that was so
weekend.
sweet.
That was so sweet. So if you didn't see, shout out to Lois Rinna, R.I.P. Lois.
Sorry, I really killed the mood on that one.
I think Lisa also talks about it in her book. Lisa's an icon, and she did good work as a housewife. I would love to see her back. If you didn't see her on Traders this
Same.
season, did you watch Traders?
No, but I
Oh my
listened to her
God,
talking
Maria.
about it. Okay, so this is something I talked about with Dan. I was like, if I'm going to do this pod, do I have to start watching Traders? And he was like,
Yes.
yes.
It's also, I didn't watch the first two seasons. It is such good TV, and I don't know why, but it just is. It's
I
so
heard.
good. It's such something that I didn't think I'd ever be into, but it's so fun. Um, Anywho, I just wanted to talk about how Hailey Bieber basically pushed Billie Eilish up onto the stage for Justin Bieber's One Less Lonely Girl, and I just think that's beautiful and cute. And
It was really cute.
were you a Bieber gal?
Not really, but like I like his music.
Yeah, same. Older for that. I wasn't sure if that was like your
I
genre.
guess like I didn't realize there were so many millennials who are obsessed with him. Like
Yeah.
he's getting so like I didn't realize he's like Taylor Swift level fans.
Oh,
I was
oh
like,
yeah, 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 yeah,
where
yeah.
were all of these people? I never noticed that, I guess.
Oh, I feel like there was definitely like a yeah. He was like the not boy bands were my generation of
Hmm.
like create like Backstreet Boys and Sync, New Kids on the Block, all that stuff. And he to me was like whatever was after that, just like mania, teen pop
Yeah.
mania.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
Oh, well, Billie Eilish was so cute. She was like
so
crying and she
cute.
couldn't get up. That video is going so viral of her.
So viral, so viral. I'll talk about my other weird. We'll talk about our other weird things on the pod next week.
Okay.
I hope this episode you guys enjoyed it. Because I think we covered some stuff, right?
We covered there's so much more I wanted to talk about, but I'm like,
I
shit,
know we didn't
I
even
have to go back to work now. This sucks.
bummer. Okay, join us next week on an all new episode of Not Done Talking, and you guys can tell we're not done talking. See you
Never.
then.